Alright. Alright. Good. Good. Alright, bet.
Oh, should record.
You recording. Spider-Man No Way Home. The third movie of this trilogy. Look, we ain't gonna sugarcoat this. This is gonna be spoiler filled. If you haven't seen the movie, do not watch this shit at all. Okay? I done put it in the are we in focus? There we go. I done put it in the description. So if you can't read, that's on you. Alright, look. Spoiler alert. You heard it here first. Straight up. That was the greatest movie of all time.
Bro, can you start over, bro?
Huh? Nah, shit, give me like that. Give me like that. That was the greatest movie of all time. Period. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I kinda was 50-50 with this Tom Holland Spider-Man. I wasn't really fucking with it at first.
All time.
Huh?
Greatest movie of all time.
Yeah. Like, I wasn't really fucking with this Spider-Man at first. I was 50-50 with him. You know, some things I liked, some things I didn't. What I didn't like was really the side characters, honestly. A little bit. I ain't like how they made this Spider-Man. I get that he was a kid, but instead of making him Teen Nick, they made him Nickelodeon, if that makes sense. I ain't like that shit. Make him Teen Nick. Give us some of that Degrassi, not iCarly.
Bro, can you please start over, bro?
Why?
Because I can't take you serious right now.
Ain't meant to take me serious. Ain't meant to take me
That
serious.
nigga just said Degrassi. You got war, bro.
What? Man,
I don't like laughing on camera, bro.
It's all good. It's all straight.
Fuck. Oh, I forgot this shit right there.
Damn, nigga. What the hell? Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Hurry. Alright, good. Alright, we're good. Anyways, alright, so let's talk about this. Yeah, man, Spider-Man in the beginning, it pretty much starts straight off the bat from the last movie. Starts back where it left off. As soon as Mysterio announces Spider-Man's identity, a crowd of people swarm this nigga, and from that point on, for like the first half of the movie is pretty much a Spider-Man trying to clear his name and trying to get lawyers and shit to help him out, and one of the lawyers that helped this white man out was none other than the man without fear, Matt Murdock, Daredevil. Man, I almost cried.
You said the man without fear. I thought you were talking about Batman.
True indeed. But nah, I almost cried, man.
Yeah, that was cool. Charlie Cox.
See, we saw the movie together. We sat separately. I don't know why he didn't get the seats that was next to me. It was two open seats that you and Jonathan could have got. But whatever.
I don't like sitting next to people, even though I ended up sitting next to people. That made me very mad.
You could have sat next to us.
But I don't like sitting next to people.
What you mean? You would have sat next to the group you came with.
Maybe you didn't hear what I said.
What?
Like Jonathan sat in the row, my brother sat in the row in front of me. I was behind him.
So you was pretty much like by yourself sitting.
Yeah, I like to in case I want to stretch out.
Huh? Okay. Anyways, so yeah, if you heard somebody screaming, that was me on the other end. That's what you heard.
Grown ass man screaming.
Because when I saw Daredevil, I did not expect that. But you know,
a grown ass man screaming because of another grown ass man in red tights.
Well, first of all, he didn't have tights. He had on his regular Matt Murdock get up, you know, because he was talking to Spider-Man or Peter Parker at this point. Peter Parker, Aunt May, Happy, and discussing how they was gonna try to help Spider-Man with or Peter Parker with this case. And I didn't expect that. Like I knew Matt Murdock was gonna be part of this universe because Kevin Feige had teased it. And if you watch Hawkeye, spoilers for Hawkeye. I'm gonna say it again, spoilers for Hawkeye if you haven't seen it. The Kingpin shows up in Hawkeye. So if you know about that, you know eventually Daredevil's gonna pop up. But I didn't think he was gonna pop up in Spider-Man.
I really hope it should be to a point now where we all have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
If you got Netflix, you should have Disney Plus.
On the real, like at this point, cause I could see somebody not really like feeling the need to keep up with everything, but nah, you really do gotta keep up with everything. I mean, they gonna eventually explain shit to you in their own way, like, you know, cause little stuff like for instance, what happened with Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna explain that shit in Doctor Strange, I'm sure, but it'd be nice to see just really what transpired, because that's missing character development that you're gonna be missing on if you don't watch this shit. But
yeah,
that's no here or there.
Well, I feel like honestly though, that shit that'll kind of be dumb because like I'm high as hell, but like Wanda, how the fuck if you don't watch WandaVision, you gonna jump in the middle of Doctor Strange and be like the Westview Hex? What the fuck is they talking about?
Oh wait, we jump into conclusions. Oh shit. Like there's something that's gonna happen at the end of the credits. That's gonna be something about Doctor Strange and Wanda.
Damn, we tweeting.
Yeah. We're gonna get to that in a minute. All right.
Bad, John.
So back to so Daredevil shows up, tells Spider-Man you're gonna need a good lawyer. Wait, did he even hire Matt Murdock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
he said he was the good lawyer.
All right, bet. Okay, so he hired Matt Murdock, and yeah, he got the police off his ass, but everybody, you know, was still skeptical of him. So when he tried to apply for these colleges, because at this point, which was really interesting at this point, because if you know, 5 years is 5 years later after Thanos snapped everyone away. So Spider-Man is technically a senior now. So he's on his way out of high school. So he's trying to apply for these colleges, trying to go to MIT, and he wants to go with both Ned and MJ. And they can't fucking get in because
I really don't like that Ned shit, bro.
Bro, Ned is funny as hell, man.
I mean, he's funny, but like, come on, bro. Like, nigga, I'm a grown ass man with a girlfriend. I want to come with you guys to MIT. Nigga, I'm trying to fuck.
What you mean? Like, they don't gotta live together.
I mean, I get it, but they was even talking about, yeah, we're gonna live together, all three of us. Yeah, the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, they sure did say
I'm
that.
a grown ass man. I mean, I get that's your best friend, but
I mean, if he gets his own room,
I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of awkward.
That's awkward as fuck, like, nigga.
Well, shit.
You grown now,
unless
boy.
You know how you know how young they are and they thinking. But then again, when I was young, I didn't think I wanted to be in the same facility as my friend and another
girl?
man.
Yeah, bro.
Anyways, but so yeah, they try to do that shit, but you know they can't get in because of the reputation that they have of, you know, Peter Parker being Spider-Man. Everybody think skeptical on if he killed Mysterio, even if he got off the case. You know, they still skeptical, and they're skeptical of his friends because they know him and shit. And it was part of that trial and shit like that. A trial that they didn't show, which was interesting. They didn't even show the trial. But anyways, so yeah, Peter feels bad. So he's like, man, what can I do? He decides to call up his good friend, Doctor Strange. He pulls up on Doctor Strange, be like, look, man, I got this problem. I need fixing. Just what you think about the whole Doctor Strange and Peter dynamic throughout the movie?
That shit was cold. Fuck, nigga. That shit was cold. Like, first, Doctor Strange looked old as hell in that movie, first of all.
He looked the same.
Nah, bro. He looked old as hell.
I mean,
I was looking at that shit like, the fuck? This nigga.
I mean,
he look like he old.
how long has Benedict Cumberbatch been playing Doctor Strange now?
Oh, damn. Okay. I think for like 4 years, 5 years now.
Basically since after Civil War. So yeah, but now I really like the dynamic between Doctor Strange and Peter. Like, it was a little bit different than what he had, the relationship he had with Iron Man. Like, Iron Man was like, look, do shit like this, do what I tell you, or that suit is gone. Whereas Doctor Strange was like, boy, do you even know what the fuck you asking of me?
Yeah, it's like, I like that. I like that mentorship. Like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with a very young Spider-Man. Because if we're gonna be a little bit more realistic and a little bit more grounded, it's nothing wrong with a very young Spider-Man having mentors. He already has mentors in his real life anyway. So it would make sense that he would have mentors in his superhero life. And now, spoiler alert, but now he has no mentors.
Yeah, like, just to skip around in the story, yeah, Aunt May dies. Aunt May fucking dies. That was wild. How she died? Well, as y'all know, the villains come back, because once Spider-Man makes that fucking wish, well, first of all, they messed up the spell, because apparently Peter wouldn't stop talking and he was distracting Doctor Strange. No, it wasn't distracting him. He just kept making him...
He kept tampering with the spell.
Yeah, kept making him redo that shit. Like, wait, okay. All right, so maybe not everybody doesn't know who I am. Have it where, okay, this person knows. Wait, okay. I actually have it where, just tweaking and shit. So yeah, they end up messing that shit up, and they unleash everybody from every universe that knows Peter Parker. Both Spider-Man and, himself. And in doing that, you had William Dafoe Green Goblin come back. You had Alfred Molina Doc Ock come back. You had Buddy that was in Spider-Man 3 playing Sandman. You had Buddy that was in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 playing the Lizard. And last, but certainly not least,
Random white man.
Random. Who?
These actors, no one knows who they are. They're just random white men.
William Dafoe?
No. You said Buddy who played the Lizard.
Oh yeah,
Buddy who played Sandman.
I can't remember his name.
I know Buddy who played Sandman. He actually is a really good actor.
Yeah, he's good.
But Buddy who played Lizard, just some random white guy, man.
And I'm sure you would like to announce the last villain.
Jamie motherfucking Foxx stole the show. Now that's how you use Jamie Foxx, not as no damn
bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that and made Spider-Man, but that's no here or there. Yeah, the way they did Jamie Foxx in this
Somebody clearly watched the Jamie Foxx show.
Right. They had him with a clean cut this time, beard all shaved and shit. He didn't have the blue, as y'all saw in the trailers. But yeah, his motive was kind of the same, but it was more still a petty motive, but the tone of it was much better. Just the tone throughout this whole movie was very, very extremely adventurous. And I told you they was gonna have him be the most adventurous Spider-Man. This Spider-Man, this movie was extremely adventurous. Back to the Aunt May shit. Yeah, the Goblin ends up killing Aunt May, and it really becomes personal between William Dafoe and Tom Holland's Spider-Man, which is interesting given the fact that they come from two different continuities. But no matter what, if it's the Goblin, Spider-Man, no matter what kind of story it is, it's always gonna be personal. Always gotta make it personal. That shit's cold. Interesting enough, they had Aunt May say before she died, because she was trying to tell Peter, don't send these guys back, because she knew about these guys, past and shit, their history of how in their timelines they supposed to die fighting Spider-Man. Well, Aunt May's like, well, if you could help these guys,
They don't gotta die.
yeah. But she only felt like that because Willem Dafoe gave away that he had that he put on the ruse.
Yeah.
Because when he had came back, he acted like he was good. Like he acted like, you know, the goblin made me do it. I had nothing to do with it. You know, that type of shit again. And, you know, that's how he ended up stumbling to Aunt May, because Aunt May had, if anybody knows Spider-Man lore, you know, Aunt May got the homeless shelter for the homeless to come and eat and shit called Feast.
Oh, that shit real?
Yeah, that shit real. That's part of the comic books, yeah.
See, I'm not, spoiler alert,
That shit I already told you.
I'm not too keen on the Spider-Man, I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't get into Spider-Man until I saw the 1994 cartoon of it. But really the cinematic version of Spider-Man is when I got into him. So I didn't know that Aunt May had all that shit.
Yeah, it's kind of recent, like 10 years ago.
Yeah, see, I don't know nothing about that shit. I didn't know about Gwen Stacy. I thought Mary Jane was the only thing of Spider. I thought she is like his Selena Kyle, his Lois Lane, but I didn't know about the other girlfriends, Betty Brant. I didn't know about all that shit. Spider-Man be getting these bitches, I ain't gonna lie.
I'll be saying.
Not more than Batman though.
Huh? Man, Batman just be fucking sluts. Anyways, so until he gets with, you know, Selena Kyle and Talia and shit, but that's no here or there. Yeah, so all these villains show up. Spider-Man, Doctor Strange got to deal with that shit, and Spider-Man ends up listening to Aunt May. He tries to stop Doctor Strange to send these niggas back in their time. Doctor Strange and Spider-Man end up fighting. That scene was cold. Not a too serious fight. It was just Doctor Strange just trying to get because the way they had these guys appear was Doctor Strange had trapped the spell inside of a box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then so yeah, and that was a way to put these villains back in their timelines or in their universes. But Spider-Man didn't want to let them die, so it was in this fucking chase of tag, of trying to get this damn box, and Doctor Strange was doing that magic shit, the mirror dimension, like he did in the first Doctor Strange movie, sending Spider-Man throughout this shit. But Spider-Man, him knowing fucking geometry.
Yeah, that shit was I ain't gonna lie. I saw him do that, and I was like, damn, he might be able to outsmart Batman. Like, he might be able to get Batman.
Man, I've been trying to tell you.
Now,
man.
you catch up.
I've been trying to tell you.
But nah, bro. Batman get his hands on him. It's over.
I mean,
it's
look,
over, I'm telling you.
Shit.
Let's see how much of a beating you can really
From
take.
the way Spider-Man was fighting in this one,
oh, please.
I mean, he was taking a beating, but he was definitely dishing it out.
Oh, please.
Like, those fight scenes, I mean, pretty much afterwards, yeah, he used his geometry knowledge to fucking pretty much turn that mirror image shit on against Doctor Strange. He ended up webbing Doctor Strange up and trapping him in the mirror dimension for like damn near half a day.
Yeah, he said he's in that bitch for 12 hours.
Right, so
that was nice.
So Spider-Man was dealing with this shit with these villains alone at first, well, at least trying to like figure out ways to cure him and shit. So they show up to this nigga's crib because he convinced them, like, look, I ain't trying to bust y'all, I ain't trying to kill y'all, I'm gonna turn y'all back to y'all times, let me at least try to cure you. And they were all trapped in these cells because at first Spider-Man was like fucking, what do they call it, napping and dagging, or what's that phrase? Fucking, you catch somebody and, was it napping and dagging, or nipping, whatever. Anyway, so so yeah, he was.
This nigga just said napping and dagging.
Snag him and dag him. That's what, snagging and dagging.
I think it's snag him and drag him.
Snag him, drag him, whatever fuck. Spider-Man was hunting these motherfuckers
Bag
down.
him and tag him.
Bag him and tag him. He was bagging them, tagging them, bagging them into these cells. You know, these villains. Doctor Strange caught one too. He caught the lizard, but that was off screen. We didn't see that shit. But yeah, so they're in these cells under Doctor Strange dungeon, and yeah, basically Doctor Spider-Man's like, look, who want to join me or who want to get cured? Everybody joined except for the fucking lizard. He was the only one, but
no, he joined. He just stayed in that truck because he's a fucking lizard. I mean,
right.
He definitely ain't coming up here.
Yeah, man. So he takes them to Happy's apartment and shit, and fucking yeah, man. He takes him to Happy's apartment, and he fucking is trying to figure out ways to cure him, because in Happy's apartment he pretty much got all the fucking what's left of Stark technology in that motherfucker. So, but yeah, some villains turn on him. You know, Electro turns on him. He cures Doc Ock. Sandman, I don't know what the fuck Sandman was on. He was just like, well,
I guess because it was some reason he didn't trust Spider-Man.
Yeah, he just didn't trust Spider-Man anymore. But when Goblin turned on Spider-Man, that scene was cold, and that pretty much started the whole intense ass fights. You finna take a piss?
Yeah. Let's not just piss out here.
Let him hear it.
Bro.
Anyways. But yeah, that pretty much started the whole intense ass fights. Like, you had where whilst Peter Parker was like trying to find these cures for these guys in the apartment, Spider sense starts tingling. It starts tingling. And he slowly realizes that it's tingling because he realizes that there's something not right with Norman Osborn, and that he webs him up or webs his hand to something, and then that's when Norman Osborn turns around and goes, interesting, or he said some shit like that. He said something cold. But yeah, that pretty much starts the fight scene between Willem Dafoe, Goblin, and Tom Holland, Spider-Man. And yeah, that fight shit ends up fucking going the distance to where Aunt May gets involved and gets her ass fucking killed. And from that point, Spider-Man is damn near on the brink of killing motherfuckers, until lo and behold, the two Spider-Man from the last two franchises return on screen, and the whole theater was going crazy.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Man, I was watching something on YouTube of audience reactions. There was this one theater that was cheering like literally after every line.
I don't blame him, bro. I don't blame him.
Like, calm down. Like, okay. Like, when they show up, okay, good. Y'all want you. But afterwards, like, can we hear them talking and shit? But it wasn't like that in the case for our theater. Our theater was, you know, pretty
smoking
chill.
roaches. I didn't have a blunt. Don't judge me, YouTube.
Anyways, man, lips gonna be as black as your damn jacket. But so yeah, man, this Spider-Man comes, and how they showed up was pretty much Ned ended up having some type of talent with the magic. It's kind of hard to explain. It's something that if you explain it sounds stupid. You gotta watch the movie. Like, they set it up well, set it up kind of funny. But pretty much he takes those rings where Doctor Strange uses to make them circles, and they trying to reach Peter because they don't know where he is, because he kind of just disappeared after Aunt May died. He just kind of ran away. And fucking, they open up this ring. They see Spider-Man in the alley, and they think it's Tom Holland's Spider-Man. So they come like, Peter, come on, come here. You know, because tell him to come inside of Ned's house. And it's fucking Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. He shows up.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was Venom. Not
because you saw his eyes going and shit.
Bro, I thought he was finna run up to the screen like, and then go, oh shit, close that one, not that one. That shit would have been cold.
Yeah, we were finna get to Venom in a second, but yeah, so then they're like, oh fuck, we grabbed the wrong Peter.
Oh damn.
So then they like, okay, try again. they tried again, and luckily they were wrong again, because the next Spider-Man to come out was none other than the first, Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire's best movie of all time was 10 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, just about 10 minutes. Yeah, man. Look, I mean, whatever you loved about Tobey Maguire, whatever you loved about Andrew Garfield, they do it again in this one. Like, these guys are Spider-Man. And if you're a big Tom Holland Spider-Man fan, don't think they took away the shine from Tom Holland. Like, it all worked. Like, these guys were all Peter Parker in their own ways. And we was talking about it, of how Tobey embodied that old man, tired, been through some shit Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield embodied, like, I'm in that midpoint. Like, I'm still excited to do this shit. I'm still cool and slick, but I've been going through some shit now. And Tom Holland represented that rookie Spider-Man who still holds all those morals and ideas of what a true hero is. Like, he's like the embodiment of a hero. You know what I'm saying? Especially at the Spider-Man level, and you know, and you really see that with all of them together. It was really good, and I really like that. Like they all come together to fight all these villains, to put them back in their, to cure them, and then put them back in their dimensions. You know, and that shit was just amazing to see. Words cannot describe what the fuck I saw.
I was fucking sitting in the theater like for like 10 minutes. The movie been over. Me and my brother, we still in the movie theater like.
Hell yeah. And not just to watch the end credits. We would have been like that if there was no end credits.
Yeah,
Like,
that movie was very good.
The ultimate fan service.
Speaking of end credits, if I can take over the show.
You gonna talk about Venom first?
Oh, okay, you go ahead and talk about it. Hell no, you go ahead and talk about it. I ain't even seen that shit.
You didn't see it? Where'd you go?
I'm talking about Venom 2. I ain't even seen Venom 2.
No,
yet.
I'm saying the end credits after the first main
Man,
credit.
that shit was. I see what you mean about what they're doing with Venom, man. That shit was goofy as hell.
Yeah, now you see.
Now I see.
Yeah,
Like, come on, bro. This Venom, bro, he should have been on some. Where's the kid? But he on some. I guess I should go to New York and talk to that spider dude. Like, huh?
yeah, Venom came and went, man. If you expecting, if you saw the second Venom movie and you expecting Venom to fuck some shit up in this one, he didn't. He just showed up in the end credits, talked some shit to some fucking bartender who was trying to get explanations of where he was and what the fuck was going on from him.
You know what? It really is because of the kids, man.
What you mean?
It's because of how, like, look at how sensitive everything is nowadays. Like, they really try to like hold and like coddle and like shelter the fuck out of these kids nowadays. So and I'm just saying all this to say, like, there's no reason for Venom to not be how Venom should be. Like, we should have saw Venom in that trailer, like, fucking some shit up. Not trailer, that end credit, like, fucking some shit up. This is fucking Venom. This dude is sitting at the bar talking to the bartender like it's his best friend.
Yeah, they pretty much they made Venom, you know, funny. They made Venom a comedy, basically. That shit's terrible. I think it's because of the criticism that they got for the first Venom, but that wasn't because of the tone.
I think it's because of how he looked.
Not even how he looked. It's because, nigga, first of all, the villain was weak. He was terrible.
The Venom?
The villain. He was weak. He was terrible. and the story was kind of ass. But other than that, how they made